business owners inherently have a problem, and that is that no matter how successful they are, they can't figure out how to bring the money home. Now, you can be so successful that you can't not bring some money home, but generally 90% of business owners really struggle with this. And I ran into this book called Profit First by Mike Michalowicz. And Profit First basically has this dummy proof system that doesn't make you change the way you behave. And it uses grandma's envelope system for budgeting using bank accounts for business. And essentially you have multiple bank accounts where you earmark the money where it's going. And the operating expenses account is where you make your decisions from, instead of the main business account like most people operate with. And essentially it allows you to not change your behavior, but at the same time set yourself up for success. It's kind of like pay yourself first, and this way you don't spend that money somewhere else. I really embraced that system. I became a Profit First professional, and I started to sell that as a service. And a lead came in to Profit First headquarters, and it was a law firm in Manhattan. I met with that law firm. They became a client. They were happy with me. I did some work for them, and they introduced me to another law firm who introduced me to another law firm. And before I knew it, I had 5 law firms as clients. And what's crazy is that every single one of these law firms had exactly the same symptoms. They had a beautiful office. They had a decent sized staff. I mean, we're talking multiple attorneys. Everyone's busy, like they're all working throughout the day. And on the outside, that law firm should be super successful. But on the inside, the owners were literally transferring personal funds every payroll cycle to make payroll. And they certainly were not paying themselves what they should have been earning for the amount of work that they were putting in to not only serve their clients, but to operate a business. And I realized that here's an industry that has an illness. Now, it's not just lawyers, but this was an industry that I could start with and I can work with to kind of start paving the way and helping them to understand the financial conundrum and understand how to start changing their behaviors and their mindset, to realize that there's way more to it than just what the office looks like and what the outside world thinks about my firm, and actually having a great life out of it.